What made Kenjaku great is a question I want to answer with my own personal opinion. You can take it or leave it. But Kenjaku to me is one of the most interesting characters of JJK that had me on the edge of my seat every chapter he was in. So I find it very shameful that the last glimpse of his character is getting snuck up on to then get stabbed up in the brain, which I'm afraid of all but confirming his death. I hope this ain't true, cause homie was that guy for real. With his consistent schemes being ever so present throughout the manga's run, the many holy shit moments he provided for the narrative, just being in the background till his reveal made homie a goat in my eyes, so I'm praying he ain't gone. Kenjaku provided a mystery to the cast of characters and to us as an audience with his ever so growing personality. The information we get is always tethered mostly to his words and actions, so it always made for interesting conversation whenever he was around. For example, in Shibuya, he finally revealed himself and how the body hopping process works as he's putting Gojo in a box. He knew he had this arc on lock, with his composure causing many ripple effects of bullshit to be brought upon us. The horrors of Shibuya were all in this man's mind, and what made him an even greater GOAT was what he had in store for Mahito as a character. From the beginning, he knew he was gonna take this nigga, bro. He knew he had to make Mahito evolve to a point where, yo, that power's mine now. So we can get to the new arc. Bro, he is goated. Nobody could touch this man in Shibuya, showing us the audience the amount of fraudulent behavior that was on our side.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it?
So we had to stack up as the new arc was on the horizon. But you already know, this is JJK, so a lot of trauma is about to happen. In post Shibuya, we see a reveal that shook me and many of the JJK fans of this fan base. It shook us. Kenjaku is Yuji's mom. Bro, when this moment happened, I took the time to think about it, and I said to myself, to the people who didn't know how good it felt to read this shit week to week at the time, I feel bad for you. We got a family reveal for the main character, then we get a name drop of who Kenjaku is. Gege was cooking.
Yeah, boy.
And this was all before the new big arc that was the Culling Games, by the way. So the hype was on, and we semi got that. You get him manipulating country leaders to fulfill his plans that pertain to the merger. You then see him beat the ever-living shit out of Choso and Tsukumo with plot armor on his side, which I didn't like. What I would have liked is more tension for the homie instead of just a straight wash again, since we're like 200 plus chapters into the series and Tsukumo just went out sad. So now that Kenjaku's got Tengen and seemingly has a confirmed relationship, there was so much potential to dive into more Kenjaku lore. So when coming into the revival of Gojo and Kenjaku knowing his place in that moment, the time skip comes in, the Sukuna fight rages on, and we see him square up against Takaba in a comedy battle. And this was a good cutaway, by the way, from the Sukuna gauntlet that was going on. As Kenjaku's pulling out all the stops with his philosophical yapping and just constant shitting on anything Takaba did, this fight genuinely made Kenjaku's character even more interesting with how much fun he was having. And we know, as a fan base, this motherfucker likes his fun on some mad scientist timing. So he wins, but gets cut up after the plot within the plot starts happening. This got Kenjaku seemingly packed up, which I did not believe for a second, till more chapters came out with him and his brain getting stabbed.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
I am praying that this isn't true, because we still didn't get to see what happened with his domain, which is wild. No full showcases of his abilities. This man behind the shadows, the Aizen of JJK. We didn't even get to see a full conversation with Yuji and Kenjaku, but this is what we're doing. If this is what's going on, I hope that the merger at least happens because it's the literal culmination of all of Kenjaku's efforts. Our characters had to go through what they went through for the villains to get their shit off. So I hope it happens. Look, most of my negative talk is because of this arc in particular. Even with the Culling Game's faults, it at least had more cutaways in the present moment to keep the momentum going. So after Kenjaku's supposed death and Gojo dying, Sukuna running the gauntlet for most of the screen time week to week ain't interesting to me personally. I still love the series, been reading it for a very long time. I'm just hoping for more. I'm holding out hope 100%. That's why I'm continuing to read the series with all the love I have for it, even with my negative criticisms. And before I end the video, I want to say if you guys got any suggestions for any video ideas at all, because I'm in a drought in terms of my thinking, so help out your boy if you can. And yeah, pray for the GOAT. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video with the rest of your village. The comment section down below for you to use. Be sure to be respectful. And yeah, I am out.